check out a video. Hey everybody, I'm going to check out a video today to help with my language. I don't know if this is, I just saw this in passing and I thought I'd give this a try. I've not looked at it at all yet. It's a channel Steve Kaufmann, lingosteve. It's a video called How to Learn a Language the Lazy Way, which as you've probably seen me trying to learn some Spanish. Learning the language the lazy way is the ideal opportunity for me to learn because I'm a lazy man, and so yeah, the lazy way is the good way for me. So let's have a look at this and see what it's like.
Hi there, Steve Kaufmann here. Today I want to talk about habits of a lazy language learner. Remember, if you enjoy these videos, please subscribe, click on the bell for notifications. Go
and sub up Steve. If you want to learn the language, go and sub up the lingo man, the lingo Steve.
Talk about my language learning style now, and what I would call being a lazy language learner, which doesn't necessarily mean that you aren't being a successful language learner. It just means that you're being lazy, the way I'm being lazy. And so there are 7 habits I think that we need to acquire.
The dude up in the corner there from the the Great Lebowski. That's kind of, I'm sitting here in trousers, very much like what he's wearing in that clip.
If we're going to be effective, successful, lazy language learners, the first is to set low goals.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So on my 90-day challenge, I've set my goal for creating links at 13 for Arabic and 13 for Persian. There was a time when I was trying to do 100 new links in Arabic, Persian, and Turkish. It was simply too much. So I've changed my style now.
Just one at a time, thanks, mate. Just one at a time. And bare minimum learning, please.
I set low goals. Now, I regularly exceed these goals if I look at my statistics, but the low goal just gets me going. I don't see, that I don't feel any great burden or obligation. I just get started. And once I'm launched, I'll generally, exceed my goals. But my first habit, therefore, is to set low goals. Now, I have a bit of a cheat sheet here, so I'm going to make sure I don't forget. The second thing is, don't compete with others. I'm not competing with...
No intention of competing with others, learning simply for myself, and who knows if I'll even continue with it. At the moment, I'm doing it. I'm hoping people will watch the videos, and if people watch the videos, it encourage me to keep on doing it. Like, for example, I know some of the stuff. I can still remember yo tu el ella usted nosotros vosotros ellos, ellas, ustedes. There you go. That's the I can't remember what they all mean though. It's something like you and others, me and others. But I can't remember which one's which now. I have to, refresh.
Other people in my challenge. I'm not comparing myself to others. Some people are going faster. I see that I'm ranked 1,572 on my streak. That's fine.
What?
Some people.
I think this is to do with a special course thing that he's learning on. I think there was something in the description about some. I can't remember what the name of the course thing is now, but it's not something I'm not going to be paying for any course. I'm doing free courses online. I'm watching YouTube videos for my learning because paying for stuff. If I was going to pay for stuff, I'd start by getting a new webcam, so I'm not all grainy and hard to make out as I mostly am on these videos.
Are going to pronounce better. Some people are going to learn faster, slower, whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm learning it for myself, so I'm not competing. That reduces the stress level. Anything that reduces the stress level makes learning more enjoyable, makes learning more effective. The next thing is, to be a lazy language learner, you got to go with the flow. Do things that you want to do. For example, I'm on my Arabic and Persian challenge, but lo and behold, my wife starts watching a Danish series on Netflix. And I love listening to Danish, and there's lots of words I don't understand. So I say, I'm going to do a bit of Danish. So I spend a day out of my week or more.
This guy's crazy. How many languages do you need, for God's sake? Some people just love learning languages. I'm just a lazy learner. You're not learning lazily. That's the thing. You're learning. Even though you say you're learning lazily, you're learning very difficultly. You're doing the difficult languages for a start, Arabic and Persian, and then you stop for a day to do a bit of Danish just for the heck of it. That's not lazy learning.
Listening to the mini stories in Danish, Hans Christian Andersen stories in Danish, saving a bunch of Danish words so that I have some sense of some of these words that I hear in this TV series called Seaview Hotel that I don't understand, and now I understand it a lot better. Similarly, I started watching an Egyptian movie.
Wow.
So, follow your wishes. And I guess that ties into the fourth habit of a lazy language learner, and that is treat language learning as a form of entertainment, okay, and include entertainment. So obviously when I watch the Danish series, I understand a lot of it, and by doing a little work on Link, I understand a lot more. With the movies, the Egyptian movies, I'm speaking with my tutor, or at least we're going over the mini stories in Egyptian Arabic, which is different from standard Arabic. And my hope is that I'll understand Egyptian movies better. But watching an Egyptian movie, like the movie I saw, I think it's called Asma, about a woman who has AIDS in Egypt. I can enjoy the movie. I hear the language. I don't really understand much of it, but it's a form of entertainment. It brings me into the culture. Language learning should be entertainment as well. It shouldn't just be routine and drills and that kind of thing. So allow yourself to be entertained. Another thing about being a lazy language learner is I don't prepare for my sessions with my tutor. I don't prepare. I just show up. With Mohammed in Egyptian Arabic,
fail to prepare, prepare to fail. That's what they say.
Just open up a mini story. I read a bit of it. Then we have some questions on it. Then we fade into a discussion of something else in Egyptian Arabic or in standard Arabic.
Wow.
More, if we're free conversations, more standard Arabic than Egyptian Arabic. I struggle in both, but I don't prepare. I just show up. And again, whatever exposure I get, whatever I'm doing with the language, engaging with the language during that hour with Mohammed is all to the good. So no need to get hung up about preparing for the session. Lazy language learner, you just show up one-on-one and benefit.
Yeah, I'm not even doing that. I mean, I'm just watching a video once a week or something. So this isn't really going to help me much, I don't think. I'm ultimately lazy anyway. I was hoping he was going to give me some tips on how to learn stuff like when I'm sleeping or something. Hypnotize me so I learn.
Another important number 6 habit of a lazy language learner is when you're tired of doing something, go and do something else. Introduce a lot of variety. As long as you're engaging with the language, you are achieving something. So you're tired of listening, go do more reading. I sometimes feel I have to push myself a little bit on the reading because I think the reading is essential to acquiring vocabulary. Obviously, the listening is easier to do while...
I should try and find some learner books in Spanish, like children's books. That wouldn't be a bad idea, would it? To try and read some children's books or watch some children's cartoons, like early language learning cartoons. That might be an idea.
I'm doing other chores, but introduce movies, switch from one language to another, introduce variety. Variety keeps it interesting. You have less of a sense that you're constantly sort of pounding on the same door. Variety keeps things interesting, enables you to...
Variety keeps things interesting, especially in the bedroom.
Be a lazy language learner. And the final 7th habit of a lazy language learner is, in a way, don't measure yourself. Don't compare yourself to what you did before or where you would like to be or what other people do. Don't measure. Accept the fact that the process is success. Success is the fact that you are engaging with the language. Accept the fact that whatever you're doing as a lazy language learner, it is helping you. It is helping the brain get used to the language. Some days you would like to be better. Some days you're better than you thought you were. Sometimes you feel you've achieved a lot over the last 3 months. Some days you feel you're treading water. It doesn't matter. The fact that you are engaging with the language is in itself success. The fact that you are enjoying the process, the fact that you are continuing to get involved with the language, listening, reading, watching movies, speaking, whatever you're doing, that makes you successful because you're continuing to do it. And if you continue to do it, and if you enjoy the process, even as a lazy language learner, you will reach your goals faster than, in my opinion, forcing yourself to do things that you don't want to do. So there you have it. The 7 habits of a lazy language learner, which I consider myself to be, although I do spend a lot of time with my languages.
Okay. Thank you, lingosteve, for those tips. Now, I think I am definitely a lazy language learner because I'm just lazy. I'm doing it more for like a bit of fun. But yeah, I'm surprised actually that I can remember those tenses. And I think I can vaguely remember the pronunciations of the alphabet, but I should really go over them again. I mean, I do plan on doing obviously further Spanish lessons. Yeah, I'll try and do at least one a week. I need to maybe make a schedule. Do you think I should make a schedule with like when I'm going to do what videos? Do you think that is helpful? Like maybe Wednesdays I do a Spanish lesson, and maybe I could have like Sumo Sunday where I listen to a sumo track, and Papo Wednesday when I listen to a Papo track. I don't know. I'm not sure if it's. I just kind of go with the flow, whatever comes up next on my list, or I kind of go for my list and pick and choose here and there which ones I think should do next. But yeah, that was. I'm not too sure how useful that was to me. Yeah, but it was interesting to hear anyway. I mean, I can't think of any. Yeah, I'm not comparing myself to anybody. I'm not measuring myself up. I'm not forcing myself. I'm not practicing particularly. Just like every now and again, I'll run through it in my head, kind of thing. But yeah, I kind of like it when I see some writing in Spanish now. I try and guess what the words are, but that's not really doing much, though, is it? When I have a look through and I kind of pick up a few words, like. But that's what I think I need to go is learning more words. Gracias por view means thanks for watching. And mañana means tomorrow, I think. Pero means but, and perro with 2 R's. No, actually, with 2 R's, it's got a different pronunciation, isn't it? Perro. Remember, it's perro. I'm not too sure. Perro means dog, I think. Yeah, I'm getting there. I've got a bit further to go. Gracias means thank you. Amigo means man who's a friend, and amiga means lady who's a friend. Yeah, I've got a fair way to go yet, but anyway, I don't know if that video is going to help me at all, or if any. But I've done it now. I don't know until I watched it. I had no idea if it's going to help me or not. Maybe something will sink in later on. From those tips. But anyway, cheers for watching this, and yeah, I'll be back soon watching another video. Hopefully you'll join me. Bye for now.